You don't have to pay for repairs, expensive agent commissions, or have people come in and out of your home. Sell your house the easy and happy way. Call Seller's Advantage for a free, no obligation offer 24 hours a day. That's sellersadvantage.com.
Hello. You're going way too fast.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously? That's my pop-up behind those cones. How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert. Be work zone alert.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the KTLA Morning News at 8 a.m. I'm Megan Tellis.
And I'm Lauren Lister. We thank you for joining us. And I want everybody to know that we have a very exclusive item
We just
on our show at this hour.
You have to stick with us at least through the 8:38 stretch.
It's the only one of these things in the state of California.
I'm collaboration.
Shocked, according to the producer that just came in and informed us of that.
And we have to give it back, Casey. We don't like to do that.
When I saw it, I was like, really? Huh, right?
Stick
Pretty
around
cool,
for the 8:38
right?
stretch. You can see it too.
Stick around. All right, we are seeing some blue sky from our Morongo Casino camera, but those clouds off in the distance, and a lot of us still waking up to low clouds and fog. It'll take a while before those coastal spots see clearing this afternoon, just like yesterday. 66 currently in Santa Monica, 69 in Santa Ana, 70 in Chino, and 89 already in Lancaster. And this is what we can expect for highs this afternoon. 78 for Santa Ana, 95 in Riverside today, 82 for Big Bear, 90 for Van Nuys, and up to 104 in Palmdale. Back to you.
Casey, thank you. Our top story this morning, look at this. Firefighters battling a blaze overnight at a commercial building in Riverside. It sent someone to the hospital. Crews were on the scene at 5th Street and Commerce for nearly 7 hours. The battalion chief saying the building is a vehicle parts storage facility. One firefighter was hurt on the scene and taken to the hospital. Unclear the condition there. Officials now working to determine what started this fire.
And continued extreme hot weather conditions leading to an elevated fire risk.
That's right. Officials are warning the heat could lead to more wildfires. KTLA's Jean Kang is live in the Sepulveda Basin where a grass fire burned 2 acres overnight. And Jean, it's so interesting because my story earlier this week was a local conservation group who is worried about the fire risk in the Sepulveda Basin. And here's another brush fire.
Megan and Lauren, that is exactly right. I know you were working on that story earlier this week, and unfortunately, this is what happens because of these extreme hot conditions and fire weather. We know that it was very hot, a scorcher this whole week with that heat wave. Now, this is the result of that, even though land conservationists are doing the best they can, but this brush fire tore through this area. Look at that scorched land. This is the Sepulveda Basin. This is a narrow path just by the busy intersection where this morning we're seeing a lot of hikers, joggers, walkers, people out just enjoying their Saturday. But it's really sad to see this. Take a closer look. This is what firefighters dealt with. They were very busy overnight as a plume of smoke, heavy smoke up in the air, and that the flames just going through that area. The fire broke out before crews managed to get the flames under control. It burned about 2 acres of brush. That's by Burbank Boulevard and Woodley Avenue here in the Sepulveda Basin. Well, several fire trucks stayed at the location through the morning watching for hot spots. Nobody was hurt. That's the good news, but the cause is still under investigation this morning. Firefighters do tell us that there are homeless encampments nearby. Now, the National Weather Service, they say our recent heat wave caused a lot of problems, continuing to bring elevated and critical fire weather conditions this weekend with the risk of thunderstorms, lightning, and strong winds by this afternoon. And the brush is so dry, we can tell you that a tiny spark, as you see, can quickly turn into a big blaze. Now, we're monitoring other fires throughout Southern California. This is the Bluff fire. We have new information on that. In Banning in Riverside County, CAL FIRE says they've made progress. It's now 49 acres and is 75% contained. They had a little fire activity overnight and monitored flare-ups. And this morning, firefighters are on the ground trying to increase containment and say they have the upper hand. And the Pablo fire in Temecula remains at 101 acres, now 50% contained. Evacuation warnings are in place. And then over by the Mount Baldy Resort, they're being affected by the Vista fire. That's been burning in the San Bernardino National Forest for almost a week, ripping through more than 2,800 acres. It is 31% contained. Many of their roads are blocked off this morning. Mount Baldy Resort says on social media they are closed this weekend and indefinitely. They're on standby until further notice. Back out here live. Obviously, a very bad situation out there, but it looks like firefighters are doing the best they possibly can. But we can tell you here in LA County, the good thing is that we had a lot of cloud coverage this morning. It is cool, so temperatures are not blazing hot. However, once again, so sad to see stuff like this because I know right over here there are people waiting to hike and bike. There are a bunch of cars right next to me trying to enjoy the Sepulveda Basin. Reporting live out here, Gene Kang. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, Gene, and there's a wildlife reserve there too, so it's a habitat for the wildlife. All right, Gene, thanks. An investigation is underway after the daughter of a Riverside police detective died during a boating trip to Lake Havasu during extreme heat. 4-month-old Tana Ray Robleski fell ill and then lost consciousness around 5 o'clock in the evening, July 5th, while her family was out on a boat. She was taken to 2 different Arizona hospitals, but could not be revived. Temperatures over the 4th reached 120 degrees. According to the Mojave County Sheriff's Office, Tana died as a result of heat-related complications.
Oh my gosh.
So tragic. A young girl who was abducted from a Santa Monica Panda Express has been reunited with her family. This kidnapping took place Friday while the 4-year-old's grandmother was paying for their order. The suspect, identified as 31-year-old Breonna Taylor Shields, is accused of luring the girl away and then leaving with her on foot. A family friend who did not want to be identified helped with the search.
Grandmother dropped their child off at one of the centers here, one of the Sylvan Learning, and then she brought our other child over to Panda Express, and then she was paying for her food and the child disappeared.
After a 30-minute search, officers found the child inside a room at the Holiday Motel on 11th Street near Pico Boulevard. The child was unharmed and the suspect is in custody, facing kidnapping charges. An update now on that multi-million-dollar heist at a home in the Hollywood Hills Tuesday. New surveillance video shows the driver and 3 other thieves peeling away in a white Jeep getaway vehicle. This after breaking into the home at around 12:30 in the afternoon. The thieves got away with $4.5 million worth of watches and high-end handbags. They broke in by shattering a glass door. No one was home at the time, the homeowner tells us. Detectives told her the license plate to that Jeep seen taken off from the scene has come back as stolen. The vehicle had tinted windows and distinct rims. If you recognize that vehicle, you're asked to call police.
And SneakerCon LA stomping back today and tomorrow at the Anaheim Convention Center. This year's event features an expanded lineup of over 400 vendors, offering a staggering array of over 250,000 items, as well as special guest appearances. It is the perfect spot for buyers, sellers, or traders. So if that's you, I'm sure you already know about this event. You're headed down there. You can get your tickets now at sneakercon.com. Sneakerheads out there rejoicing, I'm sure.
There you go.
It's a whole culture.
All right, a popular New York-style pizza chain opening up a new pop-up in Hollywood. Prince Street Pizza will open. It looks like.
Oh, sorry. Just got excited.
It looks like. Let's see if there's more details about that sign that we know so well. Oh yeah, in former Hollywood Arby's. Yep, this is what's going in there. So this is the site of the shuttered Arby's restaurant on Sepulveda Boulevard. So this will serve square-shaped Sicilian-style slices on a thick dough. There won't be any indoor seating, but customers can dine in their car. That's fun. Or a picnic table. The pop-up will be open daily from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. starting August 8th until
Wait, I'm sorry.
Halloween.
You said on Sepulveda, but if that's our Arby's, it's here
That's
on
on
Sunset.
I said Sunset.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to. That's what I.
Oh, I think you said Sepulveda, and I got so confused, and I was just like, well,
Maybe because I got a little interrupted.
I
with
got
the story.
I know.
I said the wrong
She's saying,
thing.
Casey,
But I
you gotta
got-
zip it up.
Can I get back on track?
But
I know,
then,
the script
but
said
then I
something.
was
She's saying
like,
I said that
is there another Arby's that just shuttered? But you know what? It's sad though, because have you seen what they've done to the building right here?
Yeah,
It's
it's
all
all